Now, next up is my Tanto. Now, Tanto, I got this in a wooden finish, natural wood, but it came a bit lighter than I thought it would. I would have liked it a little darker in color, but anyway, it's almost like a beige, beige colored wood, beech wood. I don't know what kind of wood they make it with, probably hardwood. But I got a brown, dark brown sageo happening here, and it's a Tanto. But you know, having a look, this is my first Tanto, and having a look at it now, it's actually a lot longer than I thought it would be and heavier. And now with this one, I got brown genuine leather happening. That's just the hand wrap. Tsuka wrap is genuine brown leather. And let's have a look. So, the blade, see how long it is. I mean, it's a dagger. I mean, in the medieval Japan, this was considered a knife. But obviously, compared to modern knife, you know, medieval knives used to be much longer. It's a dagger. It's a Tanto, right? And the same deal with the Europeans, like in the medieval Europe, the knights used to carry daggers in their shirts and used to be about this length. So the oldies used to carry very long knives, all right? So this blade is actually a lot thicker than I thought it would be. So it's a lot heavier than I thought it would be. It's longer as well, and it's got one massive bohi happening right in there. You call it blood groove in Japanese, bohi. That geometry, the tip geometry, is exactly the way I like it. And habaki, again, leopard pattern. And the tsuba, pay attention to the tsuba. It's a lot smaller than what you would have on your long or short katana. So obviously this is, you know, custom designed to fit Tanto blades, right? Oval shaped, very thin tsuba, almost not there, but it's there. So it stops your hand from sliding off your tsuka from your handle. But this grip, this genuine leather grip gives you good enough grip. I don't think it'll ever slide off. But you know, that bit, that tsuba sticking out just a little bit gives you enough security, all right? Now this Tanto was used as a personal defense weapon. It was not an offensive weapon. Even women carried this in their kimono. It was used for self-defense, especially for women. And for samurais, you would use this to poke through between the gap of the armor. But also it was famously used for committing suicide, seppuku or harakiri, however you like it. It literally means cutting your belly open. That's what harakiri or seppuku means. And what the samurais used to do was hold it with two hands like this, and stab it into their gut and slide. But obviously, once this comes into your gut, it's going to be very painful. And you wouldn't die immediately either. So you would be in a lot of pain. So some other samurai would stand behind you and cut your head off. But instead of cutting your head all the way off, they would just hit it so that it goes deep enough to sever your spinal cord and your nerve endings. So you would die instantly, right? So they never used to cut the head right off. That's only in the fiction, only in the Hollywood movies. The real samurais only cut your nerves off, your spinal cord, and that was enough to instantly kill the samurai committing seppuku. All right, like this. So this is, Tanto. Tanto was used for stabbing. It was never used for slicing or cutting. You can, but I mean, I tried cutting stuff with it just now. It wasn't very effective. It's primarily for stabbing, and it stabbed through a box like a piece of butter, a slice of butter. It just it was almost like there was nothing there. It just slide right in, just like butter action. It was a lot harder to do with my wakizashi, but with my wakizashi, cutting action was much more effective. So obviously they are for different purposes, different utility. Okay, so I'm reviewing these today because I only got them now, but I have a lot more swords, proper long swords, long sword katanas, a lot of them, as well as iaitos and wooden bokkens and bokdo, whatnot. So I'm going to review my whole set sometime very soon, my whole Japanese sword collection, from katana, wakizashi to tanto, and iaito training swords, and my wooden bokkens and bokdos. So yeah, tune back in some other time, sometime later in the future, and I'll do a full collection review. Until then, cheers and sayonara.